Rolling one, two, three. Hi, Minza. So my first question for you is, what was your primary purpose of going to the US, and where are you now, and what are you doing?
Okay. Hi, Katz. My primary purpose for going to the US was for my undergraduate degree. So I wanted to get like a liberal arts education. That's why I went to Mount Holyoke. So that was my primary purpose. But now I am in Canada. So I'm no longer in the US. I chose to come to Canada for grad school. Yeah.
What are you studying, if I may ask?
I'm studying biochemistry. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm finishing. I'm writing my master's. I'm finishing. So yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so my second question is, were you affected in any way, either emotionally or your actual physical reality, by the ICE's July 6th order that was kind of banning international students in the US?
Right. So the first thing that I felt when I woke up on July 6th to read that was just panic. Because not. I mean, I'm not in the US. I'm in Canada. But the panic comes from knowing I'm an immigrant, knowing that I am not in a place that is home, knowing that I am so vulnerable and susceptible to changes in immigration laws and just the discretion of immigration officers, right, in foreign countries who sort of dictate whether or not I'm allowed to be somewhere. And with COVID being such a difficult time, it was, even though I'm not in the US, it was like this panic that's caused just by being on some kind of visa somewhere, anywhere in the world, right? Like, but right now, since it's North America, that panic, then realizing, okay, wait, this doesn't necessarily affect me, but it probably affects a lot of people who are in the same position as I am, and people that a lot of people that I care about, but also even if I don't know them personally, just knowing that other students, since I'm a student, are struggling. That panic was definitely there, but then it was quickly followed up by, thank God I'm not in the US. You know, one of my major reasons for leaving was because I know everyone says it's a great place to be, to work. If you want a future, you go to the US, you make money in US dollars. That to me is too much of a price to pay for just mental peace and stability. And so I think it was such a great decision for me to not be in the US, you know?
Yeah.
So
So
those are the things that I felt.
Okay, so question three, have you ever considered like potentially migrating permanently, either to the US in particular or somewhere else, and why or why not?
So, yeah. So as of this year, my answer is yes. Um, if you'd asked me a couple of years ago, I definitely would have said no because I would love. I'm from Pakistan, so I would love to go back to Pakistan and live there with my family, where I've grown up, with the language and the culture and the people that I feel familiar with and call home. But I think over the last year or so, what I've really realized is that apart from other social and political things, like being a woman, not necessarily, considering myself as a part of it, like I don't necessarily conform to any organized religion, dogmatic things as such either. So for those reasons, it's really difficult for me to be in Pakistan and to live my, authentic self with the freedom that I would like to live. But apart from that, so those things sort of have now become secondary to me. Another eminent, the only problem right now is that's virtually going to be uninhabitable in the next 40 years, because I think climate change is just going to be vast. It's going to take us by a storm, and we don't see it and we don't realize it. But I think that, and it breaks my heart to say this, but I really think Southeast Asia is, in the next couple of decades, not going to, it's already not, climate wise, a very fun place to be. So that is one of the reasons why. And also because if such a thing was to happen, I don't think that uh, countries in the global north are going to do anything about bringing those people back. So whatever I need to do to ensure that me and my family and people I care about will survive, you know, a natural calamity is, well, I have to find ways to gravitate towards places that are more stable environmentally and, of course, politically.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's September right now in Delhi and it's like 38 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
water. There is no water. There
Yeah.
is no water anymore.
Yeah. I think this year we didn't have like a water shortage because every year we have a water shortage in the summer. This year we didn't, I think, because of coronavirus, because a lot of industries had to shut down.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's my logic. But anyway, so my last question, and this is a bonus question, so you can answer it in like whatever cute, fun way you like. um what does home mean to you? I think you've already answered it, but I think you can just, you have like a token of wisdom.
Okay. What does home mean to me? I would have said my family,
Mm,
but I think over the year, what I've realized is that places and people are all tangible things
mm,
that, in the larger scheme of things, we cannot hold on to, right? And home is really a sense of belonging, a feeling of comfort within yourself and your own existence, that I don't think should be bound to anything else. I think that that should be able to exist in and of itself,
mm,
independently, separate from all the other tangible things. So I think now definitely home is a place where I can be myself, I would say. Somewhere I can be myself and feel like I uh, belong.
mm.
I guess it sounds really like cliche, but
No.
so yeah, somewhere I think the top place would be somewhere where I can just be myself, is home. And you might think, well, there are a lot of places where you can just be yourself, but not in the most comfortable, effortless way. You know,
Mm.
that's what I think a place
Do you feel at
could
home
be.
in Canada now?
Um, so I think that I really just feel at home in my own skin is what
Oh yeah.
I guess is the right thing to say. Is because now I feel like wherever I go, I
Mm,
can be at home, and I
mm,
didn't feel that way. Let's say when I was an undergrad, and maybe that's to do with where I was or the people that I was with, um, or where I was mentally.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like over the last year or so, I've really been able to come into my own and understand myself as a person and what fulfills me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.